Hello and welcome to another interesting lesson on ExamPadi. Our topic today is fractions. In this lesson, we will 1. Explore fractions. 2. Learn how to convert fractions to decimals and vice versa using different examples. 3. Study the conversion of fractions to percentages and vice versa using various examples. And 4. Solve a few quantitative aptitude tests. Are you aware that fractions are mathematical expressions relating two quantities or numbers where one divides the other? Although fractions may be hard to grasp, they are the foundations for other math skills. The most crucial thing fractions teach us is proper calculation. What then is the definition of fractions? Fractions are portions or parts of whole numbers that describes quantities. A fraction, from Latin fractus, broken, represents a part of a whole, or more generally any number of equal parts. When spoken in everyday English, a fraction describes how many parts of a certain size there are. For example, 1/2, 8/5, or 3/4. An example is displayed in this image. Fractions are divided into 4 basic types. They include 1. Proper fraction. This type of fraction refers to fractions that have integers such as the numerator, that is the number at the top, which tells us how many parts we have, and the denominator, the number at the bottom, which tells us how many equal parts make up the whole, and such is said to be rational. In a proper fraction, its numerator is smaller in quantity than its denominator. Let's take a look at an instance. Suppose a 15-year-old boy is made to carry 2 small tubers of yam on his head. He can conveniently carry them without feeling the heaviness of the tubers on his neck. Suppose the boy is the denominator and the yam tuber are the numerator. In that case, we can provide an analysis showing that the numerator, that is the yam tubers, and the boy, the denominator, are not equal in weight. Obviously, in this example, without considering the boy's body mass, if we make him the numerator and the yam tubers the denominator, then it is said to be a proper fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Examples of proper fractions are 4/19, 1/13, 12/13, 43/81, 34/43, 122/123, and 72/144, and so on. 2. An improper fraction. It is also a fraction having both numerator and denominator. An improper fraction has its numerator bigger than its denominator. For example, we believe that it is not proper for a 7-year-old boy to carry a drum of petrol upon his head. It would be improper to do that. An improper fraction has its numerator larger in quantity than its denominator. Examples of improper fractions are 19/9, 21/13, 72/63, 243/81, 53/35, 123/122, 172/144, and so on. The third type of fraction we'll be looking at is a mixed fraction. It is a fraction having 2 parts merged together. One part is a whole number, while the other part is purely a proper fraction. Therefore, a mixed fraction is a joining of both a whole number and a proper fraction. For example, 4 whole number 2 over 5 is a mixed fraction containing 4 as a whole number and 2 over 5 as a proper fraction. Other examples of mixed fractions are 7 whole number 1 all over 7, 7 whole number 7 all over 8, 1 whole number 9 over 13, 2 whole number 3 over 5, 123 whole number 111 over 121, 40 whole number 7 all over 9, 41 whole number 10 all over 11, and so on. The fourth type of fraction we'll be looking at is a decimal fraction. It is simply another language or another word for a decimal number. That is, a number having a decimal point present in it. A decimal number, also known as decimal fraction, is opposed to be a vulgar fraction. A vulgar fraction is a fraction having both a numerator and the denominator. The word vulgar simply means common or familiar. Both the proper and improper fraction can be referred to as vulgar fractions because both types have numerators and denominators. Another name for vulgar fraction is common or simple fraction. Examples of decimal fractions are 9.5, 9.558976, 0.003287, 8.91234, 9.00674, 0.1, 0.01432, and so on. Conversion of fraction to decimal. Let's discuss the conversion of fraction to decimal. There are two methods of doing this conversion. There is this general method which can be used anytime and on any type of vulgar fraction. And there is another method when the denominator of the fraction contains power or powers of 10. In this second case, the given fraction can first be converted to an equivalent fraction. This image shows examples of fractions, decimals, and percentages. Let's take a look at a few examples. 1. Convert the following common fractions to decimal fractions, also known as decimal numbers. 2 over 5, 3 over 4, and 144 over 225. Solutions. First, we can use the equivalent fractions method before the general method. Write 2 over 5 as 2 over 5 equals 2 times 2 divided by 5 times 2, which equals 4 over 10, and that will give us 0.4. Therefore, 2 over 5 is equivalent to 0.4. Write 3 over 4 as 3 over 4 equals 3 times 25 divided by 4 times 25, which equals 75 over 100, and this gives us 0.75. Therefore, 3 over 4 equals 0.75. Write 144 over 225 as 144 divided by 225 equals 144 multiplied by 4 divided by 225 multiplied by 4, which gives 576 divided by 1000, and that gives us 0.576. Therefore, 144 divided by 224 equals 0.576. From our solutions, you find out that the denominators ended in tens, hundreds, and thousands. Let's take a look at the second method. The general method, which can be used for all conditions, is used when the denominator of the given fraction does not contain powers of 10. This is by dividing the numerator by the denominator mentally or through long division method previously learned by students in their primary school days. conversion of decimals to fraction. Examples: 1. Convert 0.65 to a common or a vulgar fraction. Solution: to do this, we simply multiply the given decimal fraction by 100 and at the same time divide it by 100. Write 0.65 as 0.65 multiplied by 100 divided by 100. If we carefully notice the expression, we'll see that what we are doing in essence is just multiplying 0.65 by unity 1, because 100 divided by 100 equals 1. That is, 0.65 times 100 divided by 100 is equal to 65 divided by 100, which equals to 13 divided by 20 when further reduced to its lowest term. That is, 5 can go in 65 in 13 places, and 5 can also go in 100 in 20 places. So 0.65 gives us 13 over 20. 2. Convert 0.6 to a common or a vulgar fraction. Solution: to do this, we simply multiply the given decimal fraction by 10 and at the same time divide it by 10. Write 0.6 as 0.6 equals 0.6 times 10 divided by 10, which equals 6 over 10, dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2. That gives us 3 over 5. Therefore, 0.6 equals 3 over 5. Example number 3. Convert 0.125 to a common fraction. To do this, we multiply given decimal fraction by 1000 and at the same time divide it by 1000. To have 0.125 equals 0.125 times 1000 divided by 1000, which equals 125 divided by 1000. By dividing it further, we have 25 over 200. That is, 5 in 125 gives 25. 5 in 1000 equals 200. Also, 5 can still go in 25 and 200. 5 in 25 equals 5. 5 in 200 equals 40. Also, 5 can still go in 40 and 5. 5 in 5 gives 1. 5 in 40 gives 8. Therefore, 0.125 equals 1 over 8 when fully simplified to its lowest form. The next we'll be looking at is conversion of fractions to percentages. Let's take a look at a few examples. 1. Express 2 over 15 as percentage. Solution: there are two possible ways to answer this question. Method 1. Write 2 over 15 as 2 over 15 multiplied by 100, which equals 200 divided by 15. And that gives us 13 whole number 1 all over 3%. Therefore, 2 over 15 equals 13 whole number 1 over 3 in percentage. Method 2. Write 2 over 15 as 2 over 3 divided by 15 over 3, which equals 2 over 3 divided by 5. And this will equal to 2 over 3 times 20 divided by 5 times 20. And this equals 40 divided by 3 divided by 100. And finally, this gives 13 whole number 1 all over 3 over 100. The 100 will be replaced by a symbol which is percentage. So we can say 2 over 15 equals 13 whole number 1 all over 3%. Conversion of percentages to fractions. Examples. 1. Express 65% as a fraction. Solution. Write 65% as 65 over 100. Dividing both the numerator and denominator by the simplest number, which is 5. 5 in 65 gives 13. and 5 in 100 gives 20. Therefore, 65% equals 13 over 20. 2. Express 24% as fraction. Solution. Write 24% as 24 over 100, which gives us 6 over 25. That is, 4 in 24 is 6 and 4 in 100 is 25. Therefore, 24% equals 6 over 25. And 3. Express 0.35% as a fraction. Solution. Write 0.35% as 0.35 divided by 100. And we can say 0.35 times 100 over 100 times 100. That equals 35 divided by 10,000. Dividing both numerator and denominator by 5. 5 in 35 gives 7 and 5 in 10,000 gives 2,000. So we can say our answer is 7 over 2,000. Let's solve some quantitative aptitude tests. Problem solving in quantitative aptitude reasoning on equivalent fractions. Example 1. 2 over 5 equals 7 equals 7 over 49 equals 1 over 7. 1 over 3 equals 4 equals 4 over 16 equals 1 over 4. 1 over 2 equals 3 equals 3 over 9 equals 1 over 3. Let's see how we got this answer. 7 over 49, 4 over 16, and 3 over 9. Let's do some reasoning. 2 over 5 equals 7 equals 7 over 49 becomes 7 over 2 plus 5 multiplied by 7. That is, you are adding both the numerator and the denominator and you are multiplying it by the answer, which gives 7 over 49. 7 can go in 7. 7 can also go in 49. So that means 7 in 7 gives us 1 and 7 in 49 gives 7. That is how we arrive at 1 over 7. 2. 1 over 3 equals 4 equals 4 over 20. We are going to apply the same method. That is 4 over 1 plus 3 multiplied by 4 equals 4 over 16. 4 in 4, 1. 4 in 16, 4. Our answer is 1 over 4. The last one. 1 over 2 equals 3 equals 3 over 9. You have 3 divided by 1 plus 2 multiplied by 3, which equals 3 over 9. 3 in 3, 1. 3 in 9, 3. Our answer is 1 over 3. It's simple, right? You can also try some on your own. Let's take a look at a few examples in another form. We have a box partitioned into 4. 1 over 4, 32, 128, and 8. How do we arrive at these answers? To get 8, we have 1 over 4 multiplied by 32. And 1 over 4 multiplied by 32 simply means that 32 times 1 gives us 32, divided by 4, that gives us 8. How did you get 128? That is 1 over 4 divided by 32. Once the division comes in place, it will be changed to multiplication. And there we will have a swap in the position of numerator and denominator. That is 4 will go up, while 1 will come down. Then we will have 4 over 1 times 32. And that will give us 4 times 32, which gives 128. Let's take a look at the second example. In this box, we have 1 over 4, 5, 20, and 5 over 4. 1 over 4 multiplied by 5. That is, 1 times 5 will give us 5, divided by 4, and that gives us 5 over 4. Let's take a look at the last box. 1 over 4 divided by 5. Using the same method, when we have division, it will automatically change to multiplication, which therefore means there will be a swap in position between the numerator and the denominator. So we have 4 to go to the numerator and 1 to come to the denominator. By doing so, we have 4 over 1 times 5. 4 times 5 gives us 20. The third, 2, 3, 6, 1.5. If you have the normal way, the normal routine, 2 multiplied by 3 gives us 6. While we have 2 divided by 3 would give us 1.5. That is 2 in 3, 1. Remainder what? Remainder half. That is 0.5. And that is one whole number 1 all over 2. As you can see, it's quite simple. You can try others on your own using the same method. We have come to the end of today's lesson. It's fascinating, right? Here are a few questions to assess yourself on the just concluded lesson. 1. Express the following as improper fraction. A. 13 whole number 1 all over 3. B. 23 whole number 3 over 5. 2. Convert the following to decimal fraction. A. 2 over 23. B. 17 over 3. And C. 123 over 341. 3. Express the following as a mixed number. 19 over 9. 21 over 13, 72 over 63, 243 over 81, 53 over 35, 123 over 122, and 172 over 144. Number 4. Convert the following decimal fractions to a common fraction. A. 0.56, B. 12.5, C. 1.65. And lastly, 5. Express each of the following percentages as fraction. A. 75% and B. 60%. Thank you for learning about fractions with me today. See you in our next video. Bye.